My previous stuff was recorded just on my own, going straight into my laptop with one microphone and a really cheap, terrible karaoke microphone from Poundland. And with this record I wanted to do something that was much bigger. I was going to book studio time and do it professionally, but it would have sounded too polished and too shiny and glossy. So I purchased a 4-track cassette recorder with tapes bought from Poundland as well. It's almost like they've sponsored this album. I knew that with only 4 tracks available and going to cassette tape, it wouldn't be the best possible way to record, but I loved the limitations that gave us.
Backs to the sun, just like we used to. We've got warm air in our lungs, just like we used to. Don't you ever wonder why our breath is cold? Don't you ever wonder why our breath is broken? Best foot forwards, all we go. Best foot forwards, all we go.
My album is called Bildungsroman, which is a German term related to the world of literature, about the growth of a person or a character or a persona, and how they overcome difficulties and struggles and eventually become a better person in the end, or about their fight against some sort of given society and how they're rejected and shunned by this society, and in the end they do eventually become sort of accepted by it.
Are easy to be said to, those words I didn't collect, passed by tongue and pressed flesh. Everybody knows what's been said. I look at all your pretty things that you can't quite get drunk and kill time. Memories hide them, and what became of you.
When I came up with the decision not to do it in a studio, I definitely wanted to do it on tape. Cassette tape, definitely. I wanted to keep the lo-fi aspect, but create something that sounded almost symphonious. Something that had so many sounds going around that it was like listening to an orchestra, but with the limitations of standard rock instrumentation. And especially coming from an experimental background, I really like compressing the hiss to the point where it almost becomes an instrument in itself, and hearing how the instruments react to the compression of the cassette tape is really interesting. To hear how the hiss will duck and dive and raise and jump about as the bass plays, it's really interesting. It almost becomes rhythmic in a way, and I do really like that.